Oh, good morning. I am Teacher Doris and this is our English class. How were your vacations? I hope excellent. I hope that you rested a lot and that you're ready to continue learning English. Remember that we are with a college interview. Today we're going to see a college interview and you're going to learn how to be unique, how you can be the best option for that school to hire you. So we're going to learn new words, new vocabulary, and I'm going to share with you some important ways that you could respond so you could be very proficiency. Okay, so follow me and we will learn this. I hope that you could answer your own interview questions because today you're gonna have a guide on how to respond them, but you are going to respond them with your personal information. So follow me and let's do it. The college interview process can be nerve-wracking. Oh my God! What should I say? And what if they don't like my response? You could be very nervous. But, however, your college interviews won't be nearly as scary if you know what to expect. So try to don't stress about the interview, and you only have to be polite, attentive, and prepared. And you should be ready for any change, and you should be getting them to be accepted. Okay, now interview in progress. Today we're going to be seeing some questions, the most common questions on a college interview. So the first one is, tell me about yourself. Well, this is not actually a question. They're requesting you to talk about yourself. And they want to know more about you. And that's one of the primary purposes of the interview after all. What are they looking for? Well, you need to paint a unique portrait of who you are to separate yourself from the other applicants. Avoid cliches or descriptions that would be too common. Okay, you don't have to only say, I'm hardworking. Well, you have to explain what has driven you to become as diligent as you are. How do you prepare for these questions? Well, you have to try to talk about your passions, your hobbies, your interests. And you also could inspire what inspires you. You can discuss, what inspires you or what your friends like about you. Try to be specific. And remember, you want to make yourself memorable. Question number 2. What are your academic strengths? Well, in an effort to get to know you as a student, colleges are interested in getting your perspective on where you excel academically. What are they looking for? Well, here you don't have to make your answer too short. Don't just say, I'm good at science. Here you have to explain how you capitalize on your strengths. Okay, example, if you're an excellent writer, what are your skills to excel in school? How do you plan to continue using your strengths? How to prepare? Make sure you know your academic strengths. You should be able to explain how you recognize your strengths, how you're currently using them, and how you plan to use them in the future. Okay, question number 3, weaknesses. What are your academic weaknesses? How have you addressed them? Here, they want to admit that that you're a good student, but they're aware that everyone has strengths and weaknesses. So college wants to see that you have the persistence and you work ethic to succeed despite any challenge. How to prepare? Well, you have to be aware of your academic weaknesses and you have to know how you've addressed them. Okay, it's not good to say that you don't have any weaknesses. That's not believable, and you'll come as an arrogant. They are looking for a student who can demonstrate ability to comfort and overcome challenges. Question number 4. What do you expect to be doing 10 years from now? Just to set the record straight, you don't need to have an entire future figured out. College understands that you probably won't have everything decided and your plans are likely to change. But they want to know the direction you go. Okay, they want to know the bad and the good things about how your future could fulfill your career to make a positive impact of the world. What are some specific activities you like to do? How do you plan on impacting the world? You don't have to limit your plans only to professional goals. Do you want to take your mom on vacation someday? Or do you want to meet your best friends from high school? Well, how to prepare? You can write down some detailed notes answering these questions. Paint a picture of the life you want to have in 10 years. That picture should reveal your uniquenesses. Question number 5. Whom do you most admire? Who do you most admire? Well, from these questions, the college can get a sense of your values. If the person that you most admire is, as example, Justin Bieber, well, why do you like him? Or why don't you like him? Okay, and then for examples, they will wonder about your priorities. Okay, what are they looking for? Well, they are looking for what? For the kind of person you are. Why do you admire that person? Okay, so don't forget details. And you have to think deeply about your response to this question, okay? And remember, if the person that you admire is someone you know, practice by giving your answer to that person. You'll know you've answered this question well if you're rewarded with a hug or even a few tears from your audience. Question number 6. What's your favorite book? What's your favorite book? Well, this question is designed to help schools learn more about your interests. Well, they want to be sure if you actually read books. So don't limit your answer to the name of the book. Think about why you liked that book. How did this book inspire you? Okay, so how to prepare? You have to think about why did you read that book? Okay, so here you have to also include an article that you recently read. So try to stay up to date with the news too, so they can know that you are a good reader. Question number 7. Why do you want to go to college? For these questions, schools are trying to understand why you're motivated, why you are motivated to pursue higher education. Okay, so here you have to emphasize how college will allow you to pursue your passions, aid in your personal development, and enable you to fulfill your future goals. Okay, here you also have to be very specific. Okay, what are your passions and goals? How will college give you an opportunity to pursue these passions? What college activities will increase your awareness and facilitate your intellectual and emotional growth? Question number 8. What do you like to do for fun? What do you like to do for fun? This question is designed to get a better sense of your general interest and overall personality. So here, you don't only have to include activities that are academic. Okay, so you could talk about what do you like to do? Why do you have fun doing that? Okay, and try to avoid general answers such as hang out with friends. How to prepare? You should have to prepare much for this question, or no? No, you shouldn't have to prepare much for this question because it's something you enjoy. So I assume that you already know what you like to do for fun. However, spend some more time thinking about why you enjoy this activity so you could share it. Question number 9. What makes you unique? What makes you unique? This question is essentially what all the other questions about are mean to determine it. It's another general question that often difficult to answer. We are all unique, but it can be hard to put into words exactly what separates you from other people. Schools ask these questions because they want to get to know you better. You can discuss a trait or multiple traits you possess. Give examples and stories that demonstrate these qualities. Do you have any uncommon interests or goals? Is your background very unique? How to prepare? Well, I recommend doing some serious brainstorming to address these questions. Write out specific attributes and anecdotes that you can share that demonstrate your uniquenesses. When do you feel most comfortable? What makes you the proudest? Well, take your time to answer these questions as more complete as you can, and you sure will be admitted in the school you want to go. Okay, so this is event actually an example of in an interview. Okay, so please maybe they would ask you another type of questions, but be sincere and try to do the best you can. So for this week we are going to answer these 9 questions with your personal information. This is going to be your homework. Take your time as I told you before, and try to answer them as more complete as you can. Now we're going to see an example of an interview so you could get some tips so you can answer your own questions. So take a look to the good, the bad, and the experts. See the link that it's below and watch this video, please. So you could be more confident at the time that you respond your own questions. Remember that we're going to have a college interview for your oral test. So start getting ready for it because it's next week. Bye-bye.